How's it going, guys? Welcome back to DadBodOperator. My name's Brent, and if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you know I like high-end stuff. Gucci rifles in particular, well, they really tickle the old pickle, if you will. But of the two most common rifle platforms in the US, the AK-47 and the AR-15, which one is more capable of producing a top-tier, high-quality rifle for the price? Let's find out. Today's contestants, the Arsenal SAM-7R and the Knights Armament SR-15. I'm going to do a quick top-to-bottom breakdown of these two top-tier rifles, and at the end, in the comments below, put your choice for which one you think is more capable of producing a Gucci-level rifle. Stick around to the end and I'll give you my thoughts as well. Let's do it. Up first, the king of the AK imports, the Arsenal SAM-7R, chambered in 7.62 by 39. Beautiful Bulgarian goodness here. 36.5 inches total length. 16.3 inch cold hammer forged chrome lined barrel with a 1-to-9 twists, made by a company named Steyr, and no, not the one that makes the AUGs. You can see here cleaning rod and bayonet lug is standing strong there underneath a long stroke piston operating system, which is about as reliable as the day is long. You can see here the real reason you spend the top tier money. This high quality black plastic furniture for $2,000. Isn't that what you want? I mean, I'm thinking like Zenitco or, you know, some other type, maybe Midwest Industries, but no, let's just go ahead and stick with the cheap black plastic furniture for $2,000. Man, I hope my sarcasm is coming through, because if not, I'll try harder. The reason you actually spend the money is this hot die hammer forged milled receiver here is taking 5.5 hours to literally pound this thing into submission from a single blank of steel. That results in one of the most bomb-proof receivers that you'll find on the market for an AK. It will outlast your grandkids, and they'll pass it on down to their family happily, knowing they have a high-quality rifle that can protect their family. The overall quality on this is good, not great. The finish on this is lovingly referred to as black spray paint by most people, and you can see why. It does just kind of scratch off pretty easily if you do bang it into something, but again, this is kind of a tool and not really made to be anything that's going to win a beauty pageant. You got your side mount here for your different optic mounts that will wrap around the top here of your top cover. Your standard trap door here on the back for your cleaning kit. A couple of spots here for your sling. And everything else is just kind of old school AK. The fire control group in this is an upgrade by comparison to most. They put an FIME enhanced trigger group in here, and I am using some snap caps, guys, so don't panic. That results in a really nice two-stage trigger that comes with it. That first stage is about 3 pounds. Second stage is about 3 pounds too. Into a clean, crisp break. Reset is, again, snap caps, so no panic, about 2 millimeters. So all in all, a fire control group in here that really helps add to accuracy, especially whenever you have a long stroke piston operating system, because you got that mass that's just rocking back and forth every time this thing is fired, therefore helping inhibit your accuracy. I think the thing that really helps offset that in this regard, though, is the weight of this, because the weight on this rifle is around 8 pounds all in, and that extra additional weight helps kind of keep that recoil down and makes it a lot more functional. As AKs go, as imported AKs go, I should say, this is the top of the heap in my mind. You got Zastavas, which are great. You've got Century Arms, which are Century Arms. And then you've got Arsenal. Now, by comparison to some of the US-bound AKs made these days, I'm talking Meridian Defense, Rifle Dynamics, Jim Fuller, all of those. Is this rifle in their league? I'd say so, but just barely. The main problem being is that they have lost many, many points in my mind for that cheap plastic furniture. The fit and finish on it is just not as good as it should be. But if you're looking for just a bare bones, top tier rifle, kind of hard to beat the Arsenal. Let's check out the Knights Armament and see if the AR platform is a little more capable of being Gucci. Up next, what I think of when I think of overpriced, the Knights Armament SR15, chambered in 5.56. Now, notice I said overpriced, not overhyped, because in my mind, this rifle lives up to every bit of hype that it receives, and I'm going to show you why. 16-inch cold hammer forged chrome lined barrel with a 1:7 twist made of 4150 steel. You can see their venerable 3-prong flash hider up here with a little Knights nubbin made for their Knights suppressors, which means that if you're not rocking a Knights suppressor, you're replacing a flash hider. So enjoy the extra money you're going to spend there too. 15-inch M-lock handguard is a part of their Mod 2 upper. That includes M-lock slots all the way around this beautiful 7075 T6 aluminum handguard. DI operating system inside with its own proprietary system in here. As you can see, if you look through that little slot there, you can see a castle nut that is staked against this low profile gas block, ensuring that one of the most common failure points on a DI operating system rifle is no longer a failure point. That castle nut will keep pressure on that low profile gas block, meaning that it will not slip off during hard usage. And fantastic design by Knights there, and you can see why they charge what they charge. Rail scales included with this, by the way, so thanks for that. Picatinny rail sitting all the way up top, and we've removed any optics for the reasons of this video to keep any biases from coming into play, but they do include with the price these, honestly, top of the line. I can't think of any better backup iron sights on the market than these Knights Armament backup iron sights. You can see here you can dial your distance all the way up and down depending upon the elevation you're looking for, and some of the most hardy and robust backup iron sights on the market. Let's talk upper and lower. Upper and lower on this is 7075 T6 aluminum and is fully ambi, mostly. You got your bolt catch and release up top here, mag release on this side, and safety selector. On the other side, you have your mag release, bolt catch. I don't believe it's a release. It's a release, it's not a catch. And you got your scalloped ambi safety on this side too. Whenever you do disengage your safety, that gives you a little cutout there so that your finger has a place to go as you're shooting. Again, little things that Knights does well that I cannot give them a hard time for. And their parts quality is second to none. Their quality control on the parts is incredible. Their choice for furniture is not, however. The furniture that is currently on here, mainly your grip and your stock, are not standard. The standard ones were the regular old Magpul Mo $15 guy with a hole in the bottom there, and a Magpul CTR stock, neither of which really felt like they belonged on a $3,200 rifle, so they had to go in lieu of the Magpul K2 Plus grip with a little overmolding there and LMT SOP mod stock that I picked up used actually for like $100, and that is one hell of a stock in and of itself and really kind of worthy of its own review, so I may have to do one of those as well. You can see here you got QD slots kind of all around here. You got a nice little QD slot hanging off the end. Overall fit and finish, like I said, is phenomenal from a shooting standpoint. From a finish standpoint is absolute hot garbage. They use Duracoat on here instead of Cerakote, and you can just see that the job that was done by the technician, they either had a little too much to drink that morning with their morning coffee, or it was done in the middle of the coof, so maybe they were just pumping these things out as fast as they could. But you can see here some pretty serious issues with overspray. They actually Duracoated the barrel too, which I don't think I've ever seen before. but they just left the flash hider on and apparently just kind of spray painted around it. You can see here at the top where I've attached optics and removed them. I've only had this rifle for 6 months. I've only put probably 500 rounds through it, and I've removed optics from this 3 or 4 times. I've removed optics from my Daniel Defense and my LWRC literally 50 to 100 times each, and have not had any issues with those. On this part, you can see it is just rubbed straight off to the finish, to the base anodization there. And it's not because they've been banged around or tossed off a mountain, or there's no lone survivor incident here where the sucker tumbled down a mountain. It literally just hung out in my safe and may have bumped into a few things along the way. Up here at the top, beneath the backup iron sight as it's folded, it's just rubbed it off. That is the worst finish I have ever seen on a rifle, and I don't care, because the shooting experience of this Knights Armament is second to none. It is the most flat shooting, most soft shooting, best tuned rifle I have ever put my hands on. And it just makes it worth it. It really does. The other problem with the furniture is that it came with a single-sided latched charging handle, and had to replace that with a Radiant Raptor. Again, using some snap caps here, guys, so don't panic. Radiant Raptor on there now. Another thing they did right, the trigger. Knights Armament 2-stage match trigger in here, mil-spec, but still 2-stage. So you got a little bit of take up, about 1 millimeter, hard wall, and then about 4 pounds later, a super soft, clean, crisp break, and reset is about 1.5 millimeters. So really, really nice trigger that already comes with a really, really nice rifle. Is it worth $3,200 plus the additional, call it 200 bucks for everything else that's had to be changed out on here? Yep, sure is. Not until you shoot it though, because shooting it is what unlocks the cheat code, if you will, to why it's worth $3,000. Now, just in a recent video, I did a quick comparison as to whether or not you should build it, buy it, or modify it. And I compared this to my Daniel Defense. Once you shoot that Knights, you'll never want to pick this up again. And this is a fantastic rifle. That Ruger that I have, the AR 556, is super fun, super flat shooting, but it has nothing on that Knights Armament. And that's why, if you were to ask me which platform is more capable of producing a top-tier, high-quality version of itself, I got to go with the AR and the Knights Armament SR-15. That's just my choice, guys. What's your choice? Put your choice for which one is the best platform for making a Gucci rifle in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys as always. Thanks to all my long-term viewers and subscribers. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. It really does help. It's free for you and it does help us out. So thank you guys so much for doing that. For all my first-time viewers, welcome to the DadBot Squad. Beers in the fridge. We'll see you next time.